Hey YouTube, it's Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters. Today we're going to be doing a product review, and today's product review is going to be about this thing, which is a MouKey MTs10-1 portable speaker. The reason why I wanted something like this is actually less for parties, but more for busking. And I actually uploaded a video yesterday already where me and my pal Ronan Conroy went out to Prospect Park here in Brooklyn and used this amplifier for our show, and actually it worked pretty well. I'll talk more about that here in a few minutes, but first off, before we get started, I want to just mention today's sponsor, which is DistroKid. And DistroKid are the best service to get your music on all the streaming services out there, such as Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, all of those things. They can get your music heard by potentially millions of people if you're good at marketing yourself. And marketing yourself is something you can do through DistroKid because they have a lot of tools to help you do such things, such as Spotify playlists, Spotify Canvas, which is this cool new video player type thingy in Spotify. When you look at your phone, you see this looping video, which is really neat. You can do synchronized lyrics. They have a service called Mini Video, which auto-generates videos for you to upload to your social media accounts. So DistroKid really gives you all the tools you need to market your music and get it out there to be heard by as many people as possible. Definitely check out DistroKid. There's a link down below where you can get 7% off your annual fee, which is only $19.99 per year, that allows you to upload as much music as you like for one artist, and you only pay that one fee per year. There's no recurring fees per album or anything like that. It's just one annual fee, and it's a really, really great deal. Check out DistroKid. There's a link down below. Let's go ahead and get started on this review for this MouKey speaker. Now, first off, MouKey, if you didn't know, is actually a division of the company Donner. Donner make a lot of stuff. They make a lot of musical instruments such as guitar pedals, electronic drum sets, guitars and basses and things like that. And they're a really cool company. They've been sending me a lot of stuff to check out over the past couple of years. And basically everything they've sent me I liked. Now their stuff is kind of geared towards entry-level musicians and things like that and priced pretty low. That being said, it always works pretty well and sounds pretty good. So I have no complaints so far of anything I've tried. I know they use the MouKey name that is branded on this speaker for things like mixers and speakers and more like home audio type things like that. So this is the first MouKey product that I'm going to be checking out, but I'm really excited to do so. First off, I'll show you a little clip of me and Ronan using the speaker yesterday. And basically what we had set up here was Ronan playing his acoustic electric guitar plugged into one mic input on the amp, and then a headset vocal mic plugged into a second input on the amp. And the amp held a charge, the whole time. Didn't have any kind of problems at all with it. And, it just worked great. It's not super loud, but you are able to hear it over drums or with drums. I was playing an acoustic drum set and we were out in the park, and pushed any louder than we had it right there, it did start to distort a little bit. But given that we were using this thing for something that it's really not even designed to be used for, I think it did a really good job, and you can use this as a busking amplifier, as you can see in this video. After that, after I show you this little clip, I'm going to test out all the other features that I haven't even tested yet, such as the Bluetooth, USB input, the lights. It has like a light system on it, and just all the other stuff that it has. Like comes with a wireless microphone and a remote and a few other things. So I'm going to go over all of that right after this clip. First off, here's the clip of me and Ronan playing yesterday in the park.
Dreams that I'm dreaming, I
right, so here's the MouKey speaker. Let me go ahead and turn it on, and we can see what we can do here. So when you first turn it on, you'll notice the screen here tells you what mode it's in. And right here we just have a mode button, so we can, and the reason why it's rocking, that's actually because my floor is uneven, not the amp itself. So there's Bluetooth mode, and it actually has a built-in radio, which I haven't messed with yet. I'm not even sure how to tune it. Let's see, not like that. Oh, like that, okay. So let's find a radio station. Alright, so I didn't have too much luck with the radio, but I'm not too concerned with that. Maybe you will be, but for me, I will literally never, ever use that. So, to me, it doesn't really matter. So, let's go ahead and try the Bluetooth. Let's go ahead and go to mode here again, put it on Bluetooth. Let me see if I can pair my phone. Alright, so it just appeared there at my Bluetooth devices on my iPhone and paired pretty easily. So let's just go ahead and open up Apple Music. Okay, so Bluetooth works great, and actually, as you can see, well, actually, I don't think you can see through the video, but it goes quite loud. And supposedly, now I don't have a way to like measure this scientifically. These things are supposed to be 520 watts, which seems like an completely absurd amount of power for a speaker of this size, but it is pretty loud. And it sounds clear and clean, especially through Bluetooth. Now the light's there, it has a switch. You don't have to have the LED light on the whole time. You can just turn that off. We didn't use it when we were busking just to save battery power. I don't know how much more battery power it actually uses. However, that is optional. But it's pretty cool, actually. And honestly, it would look much cooler if I weren't in such a bright room. Right now, it's like I have a lot of sunlight coming in through my window. But let's go ahead and check out this microphone. And it just takes 2 AA batteries, and you can just unscrew the base like that. And so let's check this thing out. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, check check check, test test. Now it also has an echo knob. Test check check. Now the feedback, I'm sitting right next to the amp, so you would expect that actually basically anything you're using. Let me just turn it down a little bit. The echo sounds how it sounds. You can turn it up or down. Hello. But there's no you can't adjust the rate of the echo or anything like that, just the level. But it's still pretty cool. So yeah, that works good. Now let's test out the USB feature, which basically what you can do is plug a USB thumb drive into it that has music on it and play from the USB. Alrighty, let's try the USB. I haven't tried this yet, so let's just plug this in here and see what happens. Okay, it just immediately started playing. Now, don't think that sound is bad out of the speaker. This is a song I recorded, and just the song starts out that way, so it'll get going here in a second. So that's actually pretty cool. That actually gave me an idea. I could potentially play with this thing with drums and backing tracks just by bringing the amp and a USB thumb drive with my backing tracks on it. I might have to try that at some point because that would be super easy to do. But anyway, that works great. It also has a micro SD card slot right next to the USB, which I'm assuming works the same way, but I don't have a blank SD card to test that with. But since it's right next to the USB, I think it does the same thing. Now, there is also a record button. Now, the record button, according to the manual, when USB is inserted, you can actually record to USB. So let me go ahead and turn the mic back on again. Test, test, test. Okay, let's go ahead and try to record. So I'll just press the record button. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Alright, so USB recording works really well. Alright, so lastly, let's check out the remote. So it comes with a remote, which just takes two AAA batteries in the back here. And let's go ahead and turn it on. And to use the remote for the power, you just leave the power switch to on, the physical power switch, and then turn it off and on with the remote. And we can see we're in Bluetooth mode there, skipping through tracks. I'm not sure what EQ does. Let's try that. Okay, so it's got some EQs here. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Okay, now this is something really cool, and I don't have a way to test it because I only have one of these. But this button on here that says TWS, you can actually basically chain more than one of these speakers together. So if you had two of them, you could actually use two of them in conjunction with each other, connected via Bluetooth, which is really, really cool. That's a great feature. So that way, if you're playing, through Bluetooth connection or something like that, or the line input on one, you can essentially have, twice the amount of speakers if you wanted to. Which is pretty neat. So another thing you can do too is there's various ways that you can overlap the USB features and the Bluetooth and aux input and recording and all of that. I'm not going to go through all of this, but essentially what you can do is you can record Bluetooth and the mic at the same time, line input and the mic at the same time, and so on and so forth. So things like that by long pressing the record button and the mode button and things like that. So not going to get super into that, but you could do all of that if you wanted to. It has two 1/4-inch mic inputs on it, but we did plug a regular old acoustic guitar into that, so you don't have to plug microphones into it, even though that's what it says on there, but we didn't care. We just did it, and it worked. Also, it has this really, really handy pull-out handle and wheels on the bottom, so it's basically, you can just pull it along as you're walking, which makes it really easy to transport. And it's pretty light anyways. It only weighs about 20 pounds. Given that it's so large, that really isn't very heavy for an amp this powerful and this size. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I definitely think it worked good for what we did. So yeah, they're only about $150, $154 on Amazon. I'll post a link down below if you want to pick one up. And I think they're really good. For what we're doing, if you're looking for a good busking amp or a karaoke amp, just a party speaker or, portable PA, it's a really good deal. And it's loud, and it sounds decent, and it's got a lot of features on it. Alright, so that's my review of the MouKey MTs10-1 portable party speaker, karaoke machine, whatever you want to call it. They call it a trolley speaker. So let's go with that, trolley speaker. Anyway, this thing's pretty cool, and it's a lot of bang for your buck. It works great. It's a perfect busking amp. There's a link down below if you want to pick one up for yourself. And don't forget to check out my sponsor, DistroKid, which is down below as well. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching once again. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon and the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or comments, and I'll see you guys really soon. Have a great weekend.